Happy Friday Eve, Royals. Welcome back. Tonight we are continuing part two with No Backbone Team. And we also have some hot topics. We're going to update on the Uber Eats girl. I loaded the video. I made sure it's there. And then we also have an update on the Chicago mom. I'm pretty sure that that'll take a little bit of time. We're going to get into it. So if you're watching this in replay mode, make sure you skip to probably the middle because I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lot of content or conversation around the Chicago mom. I'm going to briefly breeze through the Uber Eats because I brought it up on the last show and it's an update. So I'll have our co-hosts introduce themselves. Tonight we have my brother back. He'll be back with us for like 2 days, a couple of weeks until until his work schedule changes, but he's welcome to come in and out whenever he likes. So I have them introduce themselves and then we will get started. I think Des will introduce herself. She is.
Hey y'all, it's Delicious, and I'm in here.
She didn't have to introduce herself. I'm just kidding, y'all. We on one tonight. Today has been a day,
Yes,
but I'm happy. Yes.
Hey, what up, y'all? I'm back. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back for the first time like Ludacris. Ronnie Howard, aka the famous homie. I'm back talking my shit. Let's go.
Let's go. I think this is the first time I've laughed today. I'm telling y'all, doing these shows can sometimes be therapeutic, especially if you're doing with people that you know and love, because y'all get on here and pop your shit with some facts. I don't believe in shows without facts. I don't understand how people just press record and simply give their opinion without some type of context with it, even if it's sharing an experience you went through and how it turned out. But those are the channels that make the most. Y'all love a good non-factual bullshit. Okay. You know what? See, that's why I got an attitude. Let me get back to the topic. So let me do the Uber Eats girl first, and then we'll give commentary around that. Here we go. Y'all don't judge me. Hold on. When those of us that have real experience offer you feedback in addition to our opinion, the feedback is non-negotiable because it's related to facts. I told y'all, stop operating as yourself when you're at a company, because who do you think the person is going to go for? Your broke ass, i.e. I'm broke too, or the company you're representing when you act the fool? So yes, the company is supposed to immediately terminate you. That shows goodwill and that they don't agree with what the person did on their own. It also puts the company in a position to then sue the person and get the money back. Twofold for that. Yes, I can sue you today and you don't have any money. That doesn't change what I'm suing you for. Now I just become your debtor. So if you ever win money, tax return, buy a house, any of those things, that shit goes straight to the other person. So until you pay your debt, it sits there.
On October 12, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were in.
So what ended up happening, I cannot believe that got cut short. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. She was ended up happening. I'm getting feedback. She was arrested for criminal charges and she will be facing either jail time or probation. So she has officially been arrested. Of course, the naysayers in the comments do not believe that she should have been arrested. What do you guys think?
Well. I seen this yesterday, and at
Perfect.
first, before I seen what actually happened, I was like, "Oh, fucked up! Like, why?" How the door was open, and she opened the door actually and went inside and started filming. Like, I've done DoorDash deliveries before. Like, I you want to be quick. I want to let the bag down and take my picture and bounce. I ain't trying to see what's going on and see what people do. I don't care what people doing. I'm there to deliver the food and get the hell out of there. I don't care if they smoking crack on the inside. So she being nosy, she being nosy as hell, trying to see what's going on, trying to see somebody, little Peter, and now she got busted. She trying to see some little winkies on the side. She like, they got their pants down. Oh, bad. I'm trying to see some little winkies, And then she went inside and probably didn't like what she seen and tried to pull a Karen move. So I'm like, okay, Karen, that's what the hell she get for being nosy and trying to look at some Peters. That's what she get. She need to get arrested. And I hope they give her the max sentence on that type of crime, because that's what she get for trying to get people in trouble. Like, you trying to destroy people's lives by lying on them. She needs to get the max time. Give her the max time. Give her the book.
I agree, because on the reverse, if that would have went through, or she would have been able to record it in such a way that that man looked guilty, he would have been sitting in jail for no apparent reason at all. Let's just say he was awake and she walked up and saw that, but recorded it again in such a way that it looked like it was intentional, indecent exposure, anything like that. And quite frankly, I don't care what color you are. I'm really tired of men getting in trouble for things that they didn't do, and us looking at them like they're complete monsters because of the way something looks, simply because as women, we do get to cry victim. And the moment we cry, it's this outpour of support. And then on the reverse, there are so many women that have gone through so much with no evidence, and then they don't get believed, and it's not fair. It's just not. And as women, we have to do better, because, well, not as women, because bitch, I would never in my life do no shit like that.
Right.
Because it's not right. And I have brothers and I have uncles and I have nephews that I love. My nephew's son, I pray over him all day, every day. Some nights I wake up praying over him because he works at night, and I'm just so afraid for him. And it's really not fair to feel like this. And nothing has actually happened to any man in my, well, two have been hurt by the police, unfortunately, but they didn't lead good lifestyle. So I'm okay with calling things what it is. But for the most part, we have such good boys and men in our family that it's scary. And a woman like this could do something like that. What do you guys feel about her being terminated? Because initially, remember, she was very upset because it was, they terminated me. I keep trying to upload the video and they keep trying to take it down. What do you think about her total disregard for the warning signs that came, but she still kept like pushing it?
Now, I'm sorry. Update me just a tad bit
Okay.
on what happened. I know what she did, but what actually happened?
Okay, so the guy ordered Uber Eats and he requested that it be left at the door. When she was walking up to the door, this is the part that's Larry. She walked up to the door and it was either cracked or all the way open. Instead of just dropping the food and leaving, he was laying on his couch with, like they said, the pants to the ankles or whatever. He was probably handling his business, a drunken night. And she started recording, and then caught the back of his house recording, walking away. And then she reported that she was sexually assaulted to Uber, and Uber responded right away and terminated her. And then TikTok, she posted it on TikTok, and TikTok kept taking the video down. I would assume Uber was working with them, but they kept taking the video down, and she kept trying to re-upload the video. Like, if you want to upload your story, fine, but you keep trying to re-upload this video that the professional platform is telling you this cannot be here. She didn't blur out his body or his address, nothing. So she's actually committed a couple crimes. The man stayed quiet, and I said when the man stayed quiet, oh, he's gonna sue her ass. And here we are. He's pressed charges, and she was arrested.
As he should. And she should be arrested, and she is dead ass wrong. You do not walk in nobody's house. I don't give a fuck if the door is open. You is a delivery person. You are not the popos. Why would you think it was okay because the door was open for you to walk your monkey ass into that man's house?
And that's the other thing.
Himself in his home was his business.
That part.
You just said something. Why would you walk your ass into this? Shit, you just said something, and I wanted to.
Just because the door was open does not mean she had the right to walk in his house. That is not your right, girl. The message said, drop my shit at the door. That's all you had to do. And you should have walked your ugly ass away. And now you think you're right. You get whatever you deserve. Throw the whole book at her. Whatever she can get, she should have it. And I'm also sick of tired of these pink faces doing these pink ass things and thinking it's okay. Baby, this brown finna come through.
Right.
Man, keep playing with us.
She
Keep
loved
playing
that,
with us.
but no black dude. She probably would have passed on
Somebody's sister would have showed up to her door.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Oh,
feel
he wasn't?
it was
No,
a
he was Caucasian as well. It looked like he was Caucasian.
So
yeah.
you gonna turn on your own people? Oh, girl, bye. You was with the shit.
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to bring up. Okay, if you thought that it was criminal, that's another thing that people brought up. She did pull up the street, and when she reported it to Uber, there's a way that they're supposed to report, and they automatically made him not able to use the app like immediately. So again, Uber Eats did all their proper steps, but then when she sent them the video, that's when they were like, "No, you never reported it to the police."
Right.
She didn't report it to the police. She went to Uber Eats, then she went straight to TikTok. Y'all gonna keep allowing TikTok to fuck up y'all lives or social media, period. Because obviously, go ahead.
No, I just said she's trying to go viral.
Exactly. And you're trying to go viral and nothing in your brain while you talking about he indecently exposed himself to you. Nothing is telling you that you're indecently exposing him to others by posting him. Like, what is wrong with you? Your brain don't work. And then people in the comments, the way that they was responding is obviously trauma responses. They were responding from a place where they had been and not been believed. And that's where people gonna keep getting shit fucked up. At the very least, if you truly believe that you are right, I need y'all to start standing down publicly. That doesn't mean you stand down, period. It means you stand down publicly. Because if you do things in public, by the time you get to a lawyer, half of y'all done fucked up your case because you done sat here and posted something you shouldn't have or said something that you shouldn't have. Wait until, what is the first thing a lawyer tells you?
Don't say nothing. Be quiet. Shut up.
You have the right to remain silent.
Don't talk. Don't talk.
I can't. Well, she's been arrested and rightfully so. And unfortunately and fortunately, I do hope that they throw the book at her, because while they making examples out of men, make an example out of this woman. Women need to start getting in trouble, because they come back years later and say things like, oh, I want to admit it now. Yeah, after you done spent all the money, after you feel like bad juju has followed you all these years, after your parents did something to you, and they literally get to sit in court, and then people so focused on the person being released that it's no focus on, no, switch places with that motherfucker. As much time as he spent in there, you need to spend double, because at any point you could have told that you was lying on this man and you didn't, because it benefited you financially. I'm tired of it. I don't care what color you are. I cannot imagine being in prison for something I didn't do, and something so heinous as messing with a child or a woman or a little boy or something like that. Do you know how they treat them in jail? Do you know how your conscience alone? I can't imagine. And then your family that don't even believe you. And now we in social media days where the whole world run you down. Find your family. It's not right.
Sending the death threats and all type of shit.
Right. A lot of these people get that. It's very sad. It's not okay. So speaking of things that are not okay, last night I tried to show the Chicago fight, and I want to show it today. We're going to go through it. I have 4 videos. That's why I said we'll spend some time on it. And I'll show you how it started, and we'll work through where we are today. It is going to include the apology from one of the girls, and I want to see if the feedback is the same feedback that the majority of us have given, and especially those of us that come from a hood life. So let's take a look at the fight. It is trigger warning, just so you're aware. I done already cried 17 times, but they okay now. So here we go.
Come on, blood. Shamar looking at. Shamar. Come here. What you want, Shamar? Shamar, foot. What you want, Shamar? Shamar, look at ass. Come on. Look at them ankles, boy. Shamar looking at ass. Junior. Bitch. Why is this my phone? Hey, foot, don't touch my brother, foot. Look at them bitches, Greg. Other bitches, Lauren. Bust his ass. There you are. Come on. The little kids in them, not the big kids. The big kids not touching them. I'm saying the little kids. I also smash that bitch on my brother. Damn!
So first of all, I will say this for those who have not seen it and do not have updates. The family is okay and they have been relocated. The child will go to another school. This turned out to be a blessing for them because the mom had been complaining for 2 whole years that this was happening. The night before, this same thing happened without a fight, though. They got harassed, etc., on the way to walking to the store, and it was late at night. Her kids wanted some snacks, so she went to the store to get them, and that same mob of kids did the same thing, minus the hands. That means they was out at night by themselves. So while they mama was walking them to the store, those other kids was out there by themselves and no adult was present. There is a famous person that's also taking care of their Christmas. They're going to get to come to LA. Everybody loves LA. They're going to get to come to LA. So some dreams are being fulfilled. And the reason why I say a blessing in disguise, because I'm grateful that they didn't get hurt, but that also, it would not have stopped 2 years. It would not have stopped if this wouldn't have happened and they wouldn't have been stupid enough to record it. So it turned out to be a blessing in disguise because now everybody is listening. What do y'all have to say about that part before we move to the second video, which is the fake apology?
Okay, let me start off by saying,
Okay.
my disclaimer.
Okay.
I love my people. I'm the biggest Black people apologist. I will defend.
You do.
I will defend us to the tooth and nail. So when I say this, I want to know. I want it to be known that I'm coming from a very genuine place. So this right here, just the beginning of this, and I saw the video. I saw it. I'm just so disappointed in the parents. And, I understand this is Chicago. We've heard the stories about Chicago and the atmosphere, but there's a Chicago in I believe every state. Los Angeles, South Central is like that. Detroit, a lot of different hood areas.
Right.
So, or lack of better words,
Urban.
There we go. Urban areas. So, it just looks like the parents, how having kids myself, there is no way any of my kids would ever think about doing something like that because they're taught to be respectful. Not saying they're perfect and they don't make mistakes, but that right there on the mistake, that is something that has to be a learned behavior, and a lot of things there's no discipline around. So I'm looking at like parents, y'all got to stop focusing on being these kids' friends and trying to turn up with them and trying to show them bullshit and teach these kids some morals, man. Where are the morals? Morally, when we were coming up, you was nervous to even say it. Well, at least I was nervous to even say a cuss word around anybody that was an adult, let alone cussing them like and all. That's unheard of. And then swinging on an adult. Come on, man. That was so taboo. You weren't gonna find too many kids that was just going. Now, if they were defending themselves against somebody,
right,
that's different. But
that never happened in the hood.
Never to see.
Every parent in the hood would have whooped you.
Like, come on, man, you ain't getting away with that shit. So now to see it, it's like, and these parents, I know the apologies part is next, but looking at some of these parents, it's like, I see why. Like, you ain't upset enough. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, it's so disappointing when I see a lot of the parenting that goes on. I'm a perfect parent, but you know, being friends with your kid and turning up with them and trying to be too cool and think everything is cute and ain't teaching nobody no manners. That's what this stems from. And it's disappointing to see that our people continue to have these failures when it comes to parenting.
Agreed. Des?
Baby. Did I hear that little heifer say it ain't the big kids, it's the little kids? Is that what I
Like
heard?
calling in who was gonna do it. They strategized that shit.
Let me tell you
and
how.
calling her Shamar.
Let me explain something to you.
Huh?
Who is Shamar?
Remember the guy that was clock that T, the one that's body is like crooked?
Oh,
No, they
that's
were
who
calling her.
Shamar.
That's who they calling her, Shamar. And then saying
You know
she
what?
got crackhead ankles. Like, when we grew up, just say yes or no, and then Des, I'm gonna let you talk. I promise. When we grew up, we have people that had parents that were on drugs. Did we ever say any of that shit, or did we respect them also? I don't understand.
Let me tell you how my mama was a crackhead when I was a kid. You understand? Let me be very clear with you.
And a parent was a
Let me
parent, is
tell
a
you how
parent,
my
and an
mama
adult.
was a
And we still
crackhead,
love them.
but she brought her crackhead ass to these people's houses and snatched her child up out of there when I was doing stuff I ain't had no business. Crackhead and all,
Period.
the mother was a mother.
Crackheads was better parents in the 80s. We didn't look at them
I
like that.
promise
We
you
just
that.
knew, oh, they going in. When they come, it's like, it done pulled you out of your element. Oh, we done fucked up because they coming.
Baby, and then don't let your mama know the neighbors and get along with them and tell them they have permission to tear that ass up because
Well,
they
that
gonna
was our
do it.
neighborhood, all of the
That's
West
what they gonna
Side.
do. So I didn't just fear my mother. I feared adults. I feared adults.
Right.
I feared adults. The idea that your raggedy ass, trifling ass children brought their monkey asses out there and did all of that only is a sign that y'all some trifling ass, monkey ass parenting that you're not doing right. You're not doing right. The kids did too much. How in the hell would a child at this age think it's okay to go run up on an adult and then threaten her child in front of her? No one is doing that. Where is these generations coming from? And this soft parenting generation BS, baby girl, baby
That's
boy,
just laziness.
ass whoopings work. I'm sorry. Fear works. And at the end of the day, where there is no discipline,
There is that.
there is no structure, there is no nothing. Therefore, your children will be shit to you as well. You go ahead and get older so your kids can whoop your old ass because that's exactly what's about to happen. That's what I saw. That's what I saw.
Up for one, and then for two, I'm running my ones with the parents. I need that. Like, your kids ain't finna be doing that. I'm knocking on every door. I need it.
I'm knocking on doors.
Every last parent, I ones with each and every last one of y'all. Because fuck the hell, now kids beat me. I'm not about to be getting beat up. This ain't Jody. I got jumped by some little niggas. No, I'm not getting jumped by no little niggas. I'm gonna fuck a little nigga up.
And on life,
Y'all, I got into a fight in the 4th grade, and I was walking home by myself. And remember, we used to have braids that went like this, the French braids. With a girl that I fought because I would wrap your hair around my hand and you getting that work because I'm smaller. I snatched the entire hair off like this. I didn't try to, but just stand here and take the punches. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, I was in the 4th grade. I'm walking home. The car pulls up with the mama and the grandma on me.
Oh, damn.
The mama was the size of this mama, and I was probably around the same size even in the 4th grade. I let her know, well, your daughter shouldn't put her hands on me. Your daughter was bullying me. I walked a few more steps to my first door, and guess where my mama walked? To their front door. Guess what happened when my cousin came over? To your front door. Because who the fuck are you talking to?
Stop playing.
Come to find out, the
Mary had a
person was
little
my
lamb.
cousin, and we ended up getting along beautifully after that. But even in those days, my point is, the parent went to the door. I didn't say she fought, but she went to the door and let her know. I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to, but that's my child. And if you put your hands on my child or even talk to my child, because you should have knocked on my door, not when it talked to my daughter and trying to punk her. You learned that day, didn't you? Because I didn't bow down, but I still wasn't disrespectful. I simply answered her questions.
Right.
The point is, it stopped there. The parents conversed and it was over. It was nothing else that continued after that. Because guess what? they didn't think we should have been fighting anyway. Obviously, my mom thought I should protect myself, but the point was, that's what parents did. That's what a village is. Y'all don't even know what a fucking village is. Y'all think a village is people buying y'all kids stuff. And if they're
That's
not
it.
buying your kids stuff and agreeing, you don't want to hear nothing that they have to say. And that's how we got here. Let me play the apology, and then I will allow you guys to talk, and then we'll move to what the what the community had to say. Yikes.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there, and we're all on the same accord that it was. We want. I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamira?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team.
And you know that.
And I know I'm a better person than what I was yesterday. And I can make a difference.
And you will make a difference, right?
I will make a difference.
Okay. So whoever laughing, whatever that's about, I want y'all to know that this baby, as well as all the other babies that's in that video, are very much our future. So if we laughing at them, we laughing at ourselves. So we want to make sure that we check that and that we be present, and that those people that are not on the ground, those people that are scared of our young kids, that we get out here and we touch them, that we let them know that we here, that we got something to say, that we care about them, that they have more resources than they know, and that we are available to them.
And know that it takes a village. It takes a village to raise all these kids. This is not just one person's fight. And I want you to know, Kamira, this is not all on you. You taking your responsibility of the role that you played in this. And she know the role that she played in this. And I want y'all to know that this is not the kid that she is, nor will she let the internet turn her into a kid that y'all gonna try to say she is. So we are cooperating with investigation, or whatever needs to happen will happen.
And I think we had a pretty honest conversation today, right?
Yeah.
And you understand, like, it's okay to be smart. You're smart. You get A's and B's. You the captain of the cheerleading team. You was homecoming queen. You don't have to be bad just because you think it's cool. You don't have to do what other people do. Right? This don't define you. You are wrong. But this is not your end all be all. You can come back from this.
And you will come back from this.
You will come back.
Okay, I'm going to let you guys speak first, the father first, and then, because I only have 4 points to make, and if y'all make them, I can shut the fuck up. This child, the way I probably talk myself into never working in corporate again if I talk. Go ahead.
Man. Honestly, from the baby's perspective,
Say baby again.
The baby girl, the 13-year-old girl.
What baby girl?
The girl that,
You know, that's the one that threw the hands on the mom.
yeah. I'm just speaking from her. Now I see where
Call our baby's baby girl. Don't call her baby girl.
okay, old girl.
Thank you. Okay, I don't have nothing else to say. Sorry, brother. You know.
No, you good. I see where the problem lies now. The girl, I didn't necessarily think her apology was fake itself, the kid, but the people around her, all they were was making excuses for her and coddling her. Like, she should have got embarrassed on camera. I'm not saying to fuck her up on camera, but y'all should have been in her shit on camera, making her very uncomfortable. Y'all over here kissing and hugging and acting like she's a victim here. Like, I see where the problem lies. The mom didn't look like a dope head or a bass head. She looked like she was well put together. Hair did, got a job, regular blue collar worker like everybody else. So but I see with the village that they have, y'all village ain't villaging. Because
Showing up with hoods on.
right, all three of y'all is on camera making excuses, coddling, and talking about shit that homecoming queen and I got a. What the fuck a or a B or a homecoming queen got to do with beating somebody an adult ass and a kid ass?
Shouldn't even have a homecoming queen in 8th grade. That's what we're talking about. People doing shit before they should.
Y'all deflecting, right? Y'all deflecting and talking about all this other shit that don't matter. The truth of the matter is, y'all should have called y'all child out on camera and let the public know that you will deal with her off camera. And we all know what that means. Beating that ass off camera. I'm going to fuck my kid up. I'm going to embarrass him on camera. You're going to have to suffer this public embarrassment for what you did. And there's consequences. They up here coddling. She going to do that shit again because ain't no consequences.
She contemplating revenge right now.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be consequences when it comes to children. You got to show them that shit is not okay. If you let children get away, give them an inch, they going to run a fucking mile.
Be a fucking cowboy.
Right. So I'm looking at the parents this whole time and I'm just like, damn, like that's where I do be like, damn, I wish the parents were different because although the kid is wrong, sometimes it ain't their fault. You got idiots fucking raising you. And you don't know how to be no other way if you got idiots raising you. People that don't hold themselves accountable. Y'all up here making all these excuses. I didn't even hear the parents apologize to the parent. I didn't hear them say, ma'am, I'm sorry for what my daughter did to you.
Let me check that off my list.
You know I apologize on behalf of my child. I'm the adult. I would like to reach out to you. I would like to come up to you and buy you lunch or something. We could talk. I'm sorry, whoopty whoop. I'll let you get whatever you say off to me. Wasn't none of that offered. It was all arrogance on camera. And I don't like that shit. Stop being arrogant and hold yourself and hold your child accountable. Because if you don't, they're going to end up locked up.
That part. Yes.
Did you see the smoke?
Because
I'm coming with the smoke. I'm coming with the smoke right now. Let me cook, okay? Let me cook. Because
pen down and I'm sitting back. Go ahead.
Look it up.
Okay. So, fuck your apology. Period. All right? Fuck it. Right. It was worthless. It was useless. It was the worst bullshit I have ever seen in my life. Fuck that apology. Do not tell me that you don't want the internet to attack your bastard ass, fucked up ass, monkey ass children when you is over here unraising these bitches and letting them do whatever the fuck they want to do and then justifying they bullshit with your throat. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your sister. Fuck your mama. Fuck your daddy. Fuck your whole fucking generation. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. And I mean that. No, I want all the fucking smoke. Come for me. Because let me raise your child, number one. Yeah. Let me do that for you. Okay? Like I tell you, the only help I can give is let me go ahead and create a better generation. The idea that y'all brought y'all monkey asses on that camera and did not display a good apology at all. There was no sympathy at all. The tears was fake as the fuck. And you over here trying to play with your fucking hair and tell me about these little bitch ass children who ain't got no parents, but you also want to tell me that she is smart. Where was smart in the behavior that she displayed? Where was that smart? Where was that raising? Do not tell me she's a child and this is not her end. This is exactly the end. You better hope that the bitches that's coming up forget the fucking internet exists and don't look this little bitch up. How about that? Because the record is going to be clear. And let me be very clear. Let's pray that your little bitch ass child ain't in jail for the rest of her goddamn teenage years. And all the prom and every fucking thing else that she had going on. I'm glad she had it because it should be her last. It shall be her fucking last. What the fuck? And you led this shit with your dumb little ass. And you grown as the fuck. And you need your grown ass whooped. And your mama do too. Because what type of shit is she showing you or allowing you to see by not being present in your life? Either way, either you present and don't give a fuck, or you're unpresent and don't give a fuck. And this bitch ass apology was so that you can get what? A lesser count of the sue and a lesser count of time when this ringleader with the camera talking about those the little kids that's gonna do it. So now you're the ringleader. So now you getting all the smoke, little girl. You ain't no motherfucking child. You ain't. You the devil itself, and your mammy raised you. Have a good day. I'm done. I'm done.
Have
Because
a
I don't appreciate it.
So,
have a bad. Fuck that.
so as a cheer captain, I love it how we don't expect her to speak. So right away, we're not holding her accountable. Get the fuck out of here. That little girl, all of them kids, I don't give a
No,
good
we don't
goddamn if
expect
you
her to
were
speak
6.
like us.
I don't care if you was 6. That apology should have came from you. Because when we grew up, guess what we had to do? Write standards that said, I will not. And you had to fill it in. Did we not? On the chalkboard. And when you got your ass home, you was
Consistently.
doing the same thing. That's
Yep.
why these kids don't have no goddamn accountability. That's number 1. Number 2, y'all showing up with your hoods on y'all head told me everything that I needed to know, because you ain't no better. That's exactly where she's getting it from. And you're right. The internet is probably raising her. And Chicago has a horrible, horrible image out there. And you went with that, hence leading into the, you can be smart and have good grades, right? That's textbook shit. Let me tell you something. We got rid of that in the 80s. Because guess what? As soon as they saw we behave that way, or even thought or saw another kid behaving that way, or as soon as they saw we were smart, the first thing that they started instilling in us is that we was better than that, not than them, because they needed to make sure our grades stayed where they were. Third, why are you having a homecoming in the 8th grade? Y'all need to get y'all whole school district together, because why is it not police on every corner on the way home? Because when we were in school, it was a police in front of the school. It was one down. It was one on foot. Why? Because that was the walking path home for where people typically had a fight. If you gave a good goddamn, you would have did this a long time ago. Y'all didn't care about that woman, and the school district haven't replied, and they need to reply. Next, I don't give a fuck if she's a cheer captain. She shouldn't be, and she should have to step down. If she remains on that team, that lets me know that you as a parent are not doing what you're supposed to do, because I don't give a damn if it was the middle of the year. I don't care if it was before a playoff game. If your grades wasn't right, if your behavior wasn't right, you did anything that was at home or at school, they pull your ass off that court and you would sit on the side, or you would not do it. Cheer captain where? So you're a leader, but now all of a sudden you're a follower. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, I'm from the hood, and that is a textbook little girl of the bullies that we had in school, and that's the exact bully that I whooped her ass. How about that? I can give you names. We don't play that. Please stop trying to play with us. What you're trying to negate is somebody coming back and whooping her ass. But y'all should have been whooping her ass, because let's listen to what the community had to say. This ain't her first time, and it ain't going to be her last. She wasn't sorry at all. She was holding back a smirk. She didn't want to be there. She was uninterested, and she mad that y'all getting on her motherfucking nerves, and you going to hear it after. Y'all going to sit there and talk, and this baby where? Ain't no baby nowhere. I can tell you where the baby was. Before I go into this, you want to know where the baby was? That girl's 6-year-old daughter, who y'all was pulling her hair and hitting her, and it was boys. That was the baby. I don't give a damn about you. How the fuck y'all didn't ever say I'm sorry? How you know that they in the hospital and that woman actually has sickle cell? And to my brother's point, you didn't do nothing? You don't care at all? Bitch, you show me who you are too. That should have been, you should have been talking to the parent, and you should have made her talk to the kids, even if that's how you wanted to split it up. But you didn't nowhere in there say that. You want to keep saying these kids, these babies. Kids and babies where? Kids and babies can be murderers. They can be born psychopaths. And it looks to me like you have somebody that you need to get control of, because she going to soon buck up in your face and probably whoop your ass. This going to come back to you, because spare the rod and spoil the child. Yeah, keep on. Let's see what the community has to say. Because this ain't the first.
Before you play.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was wondering also, that's outside. Where the fuck was the help at? How come nobody didn't come outside and help? Like, that was in a neighborhood. Where the fuck was the neighbors or the innocent or the people that's passing by? Y'all just standing there watching this shit?
The neighborhood is scared of them, brother.
Like, what? Scared of some kids?
Because it's a mob. It's not kids. They big as grown-ups.
Man, you better, somebody
ganging.
throw them kids off, stop, getting in between and throwing them off. Like, how come nobody ain't step out of and throwing niggas like,
period. What? I would have never walked by that. Never.
I don't know where
but what I will say is I didn't see anybody walk by.
But they were in the house looking, I'm sure, outside the window.
I think so too. I really think so too. But I like to think you did not see no 6-year-old on the floor.
Come on. You see a 6-year-old getting battered and nobody.
You can't even call the police.
Come on. Y'all don't even want to call the popo. Like, y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all just sitting up here watching this shit and recording and thinking this shit is funny. Like, People got to
These
stop
Chicago
thinking
streets.
everything so goddamn funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was wondering. Where was everybody else at?
Yeah. I did look several times to like see if I could see anybody pass by, and I didn't, but I was thinking the same thing. Like, I see houses around, so somebody had to be home, but I don't know, brother, because it wouldn't have went down like that on the west side in Pomona, or in the islands, or in I don't know. I don't know. These
That's
other people are different. These other people are different. It ain't no way no mob would have did that and other people wouldn't have jumped in. We're notorious for that shit, jumping in, and we all we see is a black person in a fight getting jumped, and we're at least jumping in to pull the person off the person. So I don't know. Well, that's just not how we was raised, and we not the biggest or the baddest, but what we are is helpful, loving, compassionate. Shit just ain't right. How do you do it? Here we go. Last clip.
The community is outraged after an attack on a mother and her 2 young children. You can see in this video here where it happened in the South Deering neighborhood. And we are blurring the video because the people involved are all minors. Our Sade Gray is live outside of the school where this happened. Sade, we're learning this is not the first time that this specific group of kids attacked someone.
Exactly, Marie. The large group of parents were outside of the school calling for accountability. They say bullying has been a problem at the school, but now it's crossed the line into violence. The mother, who is also the victim, has been at the school all day talking to authorities. Damn! Crack, damn! Disturbing video, all caught on camera. Children dragging a mother and her son to the ground. We've blurred the faces of the people involved because they're minors. Police say the 33-year-old mother and her 9-year-old son were walking near 106 and Bensley in the South Deering neighborhood when the group of kids started chasing after the mother and her children, calling them names and taunting them. Both the mother and son were taken to a hospital. Word of the attack spread quickly on social media, causing outrage among many parents.
I couldn't sleep. I was traumatized. I could not sleep. I couldn't believe it.
Shanice Davis lives in the neighborhood and says she recognizes the attackers.
This is not the first time the kids have done this. You know, just talk around the streets that these kids have pretty much been raising themselves and they have not been held accountable. They have vandalized cars. They have harassed adults and children.
One day after the attack, demonstrators showed up at Orville Bright Elementary School after some posted on social media threatening to harm the children behind the attack. Several police officers showed up blocking the entrance of the school to protect kids inside. Chicago Police District Council member Joseph Williams was also talking with them.
We're going to make sure that this school leadership steps up and that they put a safety plan in place, that they put any plan they need to put in place to make sure that these babies feel secure. Bullying should have a zero tolerance behind it.
We reached out to Chicago Public Schools about this incident and allegations from parents that their children were bullied by the same group of kids. CPS says they're horrified by the attack and they're working closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHA, and other city departments to provide additional support for the family. Reporting live in South Deering, Sade Gray, CBS News, Chicago. Marie.
Thank you, Sade.
So, brother, you lead the conversation. I will be right back.
Seeing that, it made me realize that it was by the school. So,
right,
it was by the school. Where was the school police and security? Nobody seen that long ass video of that happening. Like, how is nobody around to help out? Like, that's really bothering me that it was that close to a neighborhood and school, and there was nobody else to help stop this brawl, this brawling. You know what I'm saying? I'm sickened to see that people really are selfish and really don't care nowadays enough to stop somebody from getting beat up or getting harmed or getting bullied. Like, I know people were watching and they heard that it was loud, they were screaming, all you can hear, and no one tried to do anything to help this woman and her children from getting beat on. Like, right. And then to find out that these kids do this shit all the time, like, how is this possible that these kids are able to do this all the time and nobody doing nothing? Like, that shit, it boggles my mind. But once again, it goes to show that they say these kids is raising themselves for whatever reason. You know, deeper issues with that, you know, systematic issues with that, kids raising themselves, because some parents do got to work all day. That's
Yeah.
but you know, regardless, it just feels horrible. This ain't the first time, and these parents know this ain't the first time, and they get her capping and shit. Tell them, oh, she's a kid, and no, bitch, she's doing this shit all the time.
Oh, now you feel different, huh?
Yeah,
I know my babies.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm the biggest black apologist, so I'm gonna always try to.
Oh, for sure.
But just seeing the other stuff and seeing that she's a repeat offender and she's supposed to be the ringleader. The parents know this. They know the other stuff that's happening. And you sitting up here capping at everybody. You sitting up here, she's a good kid and she gets A's and B's. And why are you sitting up here capping? Like you too fucking old on there capping.
Right.
Like, stop playing with me. Like it just
it should have been I told her to stay away from these neighborhood kids and blah blah blah.
Man, just capping and trying to gaslight the whole situation. I just hate it. The parents, I can't say more about the parents, even over the kids.
Right.
Y'all parents are ridiculous. Just being a parent, being a grown ass man, being 42 years old, like those are our peers. And I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. I'm disgusted with you parents that are like that. Disgusted, and I can't stand it. And
absolutely,
the parents need to be held accountable, like for real. Like it needs to be.
Well, no. Wait a minute, brother. Now she quoted. For those of you laughing at these kids, we're laughing at ourselves. I just need, okay. Who is ourselves?
Right. First of all, laughing.
My babies don't act like that. Who is ourselves?
We mad. We mad. First of all.
That part. Who is ourselves?
Who's our? We ain't including you.
Girl, don't.
She's trying to change the narrative because you already know that your child is out here looking like a straight heathen and you're looking
trying
like
to hold us accountable. Right. Girl, my babies listen, okay? My babies was worried about their grades. My babies all work or in school and working in sororities, doing good, taking care of their grandparents, showing up just to pull out my trash cans. My nephew's son. Listen, baby, at college playing basketball on the big screen, at college playing football on the big screen. That's where mine are. Let me tell you, and that was not me, or anything. That's called a village. Every single one of us has participated in our kids' lives. And let me tell you something, even if we noticed something was going wrong, baby, we pulled up. When somebody tried to kidnap my goddamn nephew, baby, we pulled up. Ron was sitting at one corner. I was on the phone with the sheriff. Listen, baby, we don't play about ours. When a motherfucker tried to bully my preschool baby, I showed up. I showed up 4 or 5 times wanting the parents. But guess what? The parents had the option not to show up. So I know what this woman is going through. It's not a lot. Guess what? They still didn't show up when we threatened to call the police. The only thing that stopped me is that when I was signing in one day, I saw that the baby had a person coming in from a psychology office. And that's the only thing that stopped me because I saw something was being done. The baby was in preschool. And what that meant for me, that the parents wouldn't show up because she couldn't get off of work, even though I quoted the California law that you get 40 hours off a year and you can show up, is that this poor baby. And if he doesn't stay in this school, in this urban neighborhood where this principal I'm talking to does care about him, he probably won't have no hope. That's the only thing. So listen, baby, laughing at ourselves. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, it's not ourselves. And thank you for everybody letting us cook tonight on this. I know we're supposed to be talking about Tim, and we are moving to him right now. So give us a little more time. I will make sure, again, if this is on replay, you will hear that I have put it back where Tim actually starts. Because this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. And this will be the same mama trying to tell the police later, well, it's because of the neighborhood. No, big baby, it's because of you. Because I came from that same neighborhood. 4 degrees later, have I gotten into trouble? I have. I'm not amazing like that. But what I am is a person with a parent who that parent had clean hands. My dumb mistakes were my dumb mistakes out of not knowing. But every brick wall that I could have hit, everybody around me made sure that I moved around it. And because I am a leader, I moved around it. How about that? How about that? That part. So
That's on period, because
that's
it's
on
really
period.
sad that you got your ugly ass on that damn camera and told that ugly ass lie that you was sorry. You ugly and you wasn't sorry. You trifling as the fuck. You teach your child how to act like that because you're not at home either to raise your child,
And you
which is
think they're
why you
amazing
can
because
sit
they're
there and say
cheer
that shit.
captain.
You sound like some bullshit. And I'm sorry, not sorry, that I do not expect her to sound nothing like you when she's talking. And I expect for your dumb ass to sound better than you did as well.
And on that note, sounding better than you should, Tim, come to the front, Tim. Tim, we talking to you.
Hey,
And we got a man
Tim.
here. Tim, you ain't shit. Tim, you don't take care of your kids. Tim, you didn't protect your wife. But Tim, let me tell you, I do have the documentation that you did try to save your marriage, and that Jezebel ran your ass into the ground with money. The love of money is something else.
My
I
Lord.
do not fault you completely. I fought Brenay as well. I actually fought Brenay more. I'm a woman and I could take accountability. And I know that we have an unspoken power, especially with our sensuality, our womanhood, and knowing, unfortunately, when you have a monitoring spirit, how to intrude when a couple is going through shit. And Brenay, standing ovation. You did an amazing job. But tonight we're talking to Tim. Let's listen to this panel discussion of them when they knew they were being sued and how Tim responded to Devon. And then I would like Ron to start first with how you would respond if your married cousin or cousin, play cousin, whatever, your best friend, how you would have responded if you knew that you had another couple as a best friend and y'all close, and then the bitch divorced her husband to be with you, and then, or to be with the other man, and then coerced, paid for, begged the other man to divorce. Would you be talking like this? Here we go.
You know, Devon, you know what's up with me, bro. You know, I know you in real life, bro. I know you in real life.
He trying to act so unbothered. Like,
you forgot. I know you in real life, bro. So don't be trying to do all that tough stuff because you lost some weight. You know that don't matter to me, bro.
What does that mean? You know me in real life.
You know what it mean, Devon.
What does that mean? Don't play with me, bro. You know how I get down.
Soft. That's your soft. That's what that means.
I'm not talking to you, ma'am. Please.
I'm sorry, Brenay. I had to mute you because I got to let Tim and Devon talk.
So at the end of the day, he know all that attention seeking. Like, bro, this the thing, bro. This the thing. If you get on the internet and make a video, oh, my wife left me for my cousin, da-da-da-da-da, you acting all sad, but then you all happy, can't wait to get divorced. Now you all so happy, but then it don't make sense, bro.
So what do you say, brother?
Okay. So coming from the dude that was talking, he talking about you so happy you were hurt because she left you for her cousin. But then you flip around and say you're happy to get divorced. Hold on. Let's rewind for a second. Where is your compassion and where is your care about what happened to this man that lost his wife? First of all,
you took.
Like, why are you sitting up here? You took his wife and now you talking shit. Like, what are you talking? You're in the wrong here, dog. Like, do you understand that if you get a woman like that, that's the same exact way you gonna lose her, dog. If she wasn't loyal to him, what the fuck make you think she finna be loyal to you? Like, first and foremost, so you took the man's wife, your cousin at that, which is absolutely insane. I don't understand people to do shit like that. But you take your cousin's wife and then you tell him, you're taunting him by saying you're happy to get the. What you want him to sit there in his sadness because his wife left? Of course he's gonna say, let's hurry up and get this shit over with. Like, let me hurry and y'all go on ahead so I can start my new life, so I can start getting my feelings, cry it out, whatever you need to do. I'm trying to hurry up and expedite this shit because this shit is painful. And he's taunting his cousin for taking his girl and having feelings about it. Like, what type? Oh my! what the fuck is wrong with people, man? It's humanity cooked. Like, honestly, like, none of us ain't perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody got flaws. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody do bullshit at some point in their life.
But where was your
Everybody
conscience
got,
and convictions?
you feel me? Like, you grown as fuck. They're like, you're grown as fuck. They are, especially with a man. Nigga, there is so, in America, the ratio from men to women is like 5 or 6 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a very high ratio. There are so many women out there. Why do you want your cousin's girl, my nigga? Like, what type
When
of
you
shit
got your
that?
own wife
When you got your own wife
that's
so
taking care of you, her family and them is taking care of you to make sure
how can you,
you can be a better man.
like, how do you blow that? Like, you let some coochie, like, is that what it is? Like, that took you there to, like, to blow your situation at home where you getting taken care of and to fuck up your cousin's marriage. Like, you let some like, this is what I say. You could tell a lot of these niggas that didn't get a lot of coochie. They didn't get a lot because they did shit like this. Like, niggas that got a lot, we ain't thirsty like that. Like, we done had every type of ass there is, every which way in there, and we ain't
Mouth,
thirsty like that.
earlobe, titties,
What? Come
ass.
on, everything. Done had it all, like 100 times over. Done had it all, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna go for my cousin's wife. Why would I go for my? Come on, even if you cheating on yours, that's
Wait, brother. The cousin's wife, who they also found out, and Devon knew that you was just cheating with the twin sister.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, bro. Come on, make it make sense. Like your shit. It ain't that important, dog. It really ain't that important. It really ain't that serious to be. If you gonna cheat on your wife or cheat on your husband and whatever raggedy ass decisions you gonna make, at least don't involve other people that's close to you. Go do that shit on the outside. Go do your shit. Why would you gotta go in within the family and do shit like that? That shit weird. It's so weird, and that's why people can't be trusted. Like, you gotta really watch that blood. It don't always make you family. That don't always make you family. You could have the same blood running through your veins as somebody, and they could be
Like
propagating
twins.
downfall and trying to hurt you. And this is a prime example of that. So his raggedy ass, man, you gonna get dealt. He gonna get his in life. Raggedy motherfucker gonna get his in life.
Because he's up in court in January. He's being sued.
Already.
And he has a criminal record because they're defying what the court is saying. So they done had so many violations in between this time. And $16,000 in back child support.
Oh yeah, you gonna get
Ain't
yours.
help that girl or pay a dime.
Your day is coming, sir. Real fast.
But you an amazing man.
No.
But you worried about Devon being soft. No, he was being respectful of your bitch ass, paying the bills and covering everything. And while he paying the bills, you sending Tim money.
He said he's soft. Like, that's your definition of soft. You don't know what soft is. A lot of these
At all.
niggas call them motherfuckers soft. You don't know what the fuck soft is.
At all. That's not soft.
Soft?
That's actually a protector.
Right. Stupid.
Des, how do you feel for the next clip?
Well,
nigga, we would have read it and promoted. At that age, I would have read it. At this age, I do things different. At that age, yeah, my pull-up game is insane.
Now listen, I feel two different ways, right?
Okay.
One way I feel, baby, you a fuck nigga and you ain't shit.
That
period.
part.
You just ain't shit. On the strength that you did okay him to be with her. So for you to go back after okaying that was very disrespectful, and karma's a bitch. So I don't wish anything on you. I'm just going to let life take care of you.
I wish you the life you deserve.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you and life have a good time together. Now, the other side of this. I think, although he ain't shit, I think old boy is just a little off. Because there's just no way that you should have wanted to marry her, knowing, young or not, because y'all are still quote unquote young. So you was basically adolescent when they had something going on. I understand. But the seed was broken amongst them. That is that man's first, honey. I am sorry you was dumb to marry that girl and
Facts.
thought that because he said it was okay. He only said it was okay because he don't care about hurting your feelings and fucking her anyway.
And she
Although
didn't have money. He didn't give a shit about Brenay at that point. She was a
exactly,
throwaway bitch
she
at
was
that
not an
point.
issue. Okay, but this man went off and married someone else
who was better.
So you assume that you should be safe, but not even realizing that the girl was also a plot to stay in the family and in the loop. And you was just the gateway for that to happen. I do feel sorry for you and how they played you together. But again, although your cousin ain't
Let it be
shit,
a lesson.
I hope you learned something because, honey, you should never go play behind your family member or your quote unquote friend because it is never going to end well. And once people have sex, it is a different level of maturity that takes place when they stop.
Right. Facts.
And everybody has not yet reached such maturity. I know grown ass men, same age as me, still on that dumb ass shit. So I'm not telling you that you're just miraculously the only dumb nigga in the world. But what I will say, don't be him too long. Because that is not something you should have even respected yourself with. It's like that, where was the love for you from yourself?
Right.
Because there was no way you should have even tampered into that life with that girl. That should have never happened. It should have never happened. I don't care. When you knew that your cousin played over there, that was enough for you to not, should have not. I don't care that it didn't work out with them. It ain't going to work out with you either. Because that is too close to the ex. The exes have to have major separation. Y'all know when y'all leave folks, y'all disappear. You move to a whole nother city and don't nobody know your name or your address. I'm just saying. That's how I feel about it.
Everybody's gonna have their own feelings, and it's fair, it's respectful, it is true. It is their truth, and you need to know who you are around. Where I have to play devil's advocate because I just thought of something, and I never want my own actions to come back and bite me in the ass when I become viral. There have been people that I have dated, and I did have sex with them. I did have a full relationship with them, and I was hit up, and it is in writing. And I just thought about that, of somebody, two people that reached out and was like, hey, I know you messed with this person. I know I still see them active in your life. Do you mind if I talk to them? And that to me is coming to me as a woman, because on one person, it was actually 3 damn people. 2, I was like, don't do it. The last one, I was like, yeah, I don't care. And they moved forward and they had a relationship. It didn't bother me at all. It really didn't. I told the truth. So that is also, I'm going to push it back to Tim, because you a bitch ass nigga for not telling the truth and not telling the real thing. Because had you done that, Devon wouldn't have did what he did. It is fair to ask that question, especially when it's somebody you messed with in high school. The people I'm naming, the shit actually happened as an adult, but they're looking at me like, hey girl, you married now. Hey girl, how close do you still have feelings? Because I know we can still have feelings. And how do you feel? Again, 2 was no, 1 was yes, and they moved forward. And I for real really meant that. I really meant it. And then the last one, the same thing. They reached out. Hey girl, I know you mess with this person, and I want to know. My respect level was so high for that one. It was like, damn, we ain't even close like that. For you to actually reach out and give a fuck because we move in the same spaces and you don't want to wow factor gut punch me, damn, I respect you. And the answer for that one was yes as well. We have to start going back to the root of something. If somebody comes to you as an adult, as a person, that's being vulnerable. You need to give the real answer, because if you don't, it still reverts back to you. Because especially when you in a town like this, and all of them was from Pomona, when you come from the same space and you typically will date the same people, those are fair things to happen because one person might have dated several people. You can't just not touch everybody. And if they on the table, a part of that is selfish if you can't move forward, close or not. And the last person I was actually close to. But again, I respected them and the shit wowed me. I really, my yes was my yes. And my nose was my nose. You have to start being honest and hold the accountability there. Again, Kim didn't give a fuck about Brenay because the way that they even stopped dealing with each other is because you messed with her twin. So you didn't give a damn. And that was back then. And so, no, I wouldn't think that they would ever get back together. And I would think that you didn't care because of the way everything ended and we was young. I don't think Devon was the one that was wrong. I just don't. But everybody,
I
we're
don't think
all
he was
going to
wrong. I
operate
just
from a
think
place
he
in
should
our
have
heart.
done it.
If that's Des, that's my bestie. It because I know that she's like that, I would operate with her like that. But a person that doesn't care, when you love somebody, you operate in their love language, in their space, and it's respectful of them. That's where I feel like the boundary should be drawn in what that person it takes to love them. Otherwise, don't say you love them because that's not fair. I don't give a fuck if her request was completely off the Richter scale. I love her more than I love whatever could become. Because I hate it when people be like, well, I love them. Well, you wouldn't have loved them if you didn't play with it. And then now you want to use it. If you wouldn't have did it to begin with, we wouldn't be here today. And I don't think that that's fair. That's just how I feel. That's true
But I
love.
still agree with you. Like, I totally
Right. I agree with
with
all
you.
of it.
Because the reality is, I did come to you as a man. And
Right.
as a man, you should have been honest, but you was afraid to be honest because you got married and moved on with your life, and you knew how simple you would look if you did say you didn't care.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the reality is you did care. And I'm sorry.
I
Like,
don't think he cared. I think he cared now that she make money. I think that nigga's
Exactly.
because
opportunist.
he's selfish and
Yes,
petty
just
and
like him being with
childish.
Akira, her mom's an attorney. They paid for him to go to school, got him a car, got him an apartment. They literally set them up like a family should, and for them to be successful in their marriage. They had amazing time, amazing fun. Right before this all kicked off, they all just came off a damn cruiser. They was fucking 2 times a day. How do I know that? Because it was in the text messages where he telling her, damn baby, you ain't never had no pussy like that. I can't believe what the fuck just happened. Yes, all of that was in the text messages. Brenay, you inserted yourself. I don't care. That man loved that woman. It was in text. This was even after the separation date that he was still wanted his wife. Again, a mistress, when you allow her to be a mistress, you can't tell her when not to be a mistress. You can't tell her when to pop out. And when she feel like you're not moving fast enough, guess what she gonna do? Hey girl, I just want to tell you I'm with your man and that nigga cheating on us. Bitch, you don't care about me. You knew the whole time. You telling me now because you want me to leave. That's why you're saying something. And you want him to be exposed and you want me to leave so y'all can move happily ever after. Same with a man. Baby, it's not really that deep. It's really quite simple. If it wasn't, 9,000,000 people wouldn't have the same damn story with different outlooks. The outline is the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's some bullshit. So let's take a look at what would have happened if Tim would have actually listened to his wife when she said, I want that girl out of the house. What true protection looks like from a man's point of view. And this is general, but it applies.
Men who don't talk to God ends up listening to everybody else. You can always tell when a man stops praying. A man with no connection to God starts moving off impulse, thinking it's leadership when it's really desperation. When I talk to God, my decisions are sharp, but when I don't, I start second guessing everything. Because without him, you start asking the world for direction, and the world is already lost. So what in the world are they gonna help you with anyway? That's a bar. It's like most men wanna lead, but don't wanna listen. If you wanna be taken serious, start being someone worth following. Listen, I don't pray because I'm soft. I pray because I know what happens when I don't. A man who talks to God walks in rooms different. He's calm, focused, people coming for him, but he's unshakable. So if you want real power, get your guidance from above, not your comment section.
Now let me set it up for you, and then both of you can give your commentary. Tim, let this happen. Tim was doing just fine. Tim was with somebody that believed in God. They were talking about renewing their vows and all of these things. You did not protect your children and you did not protect your household. Had you done so, this would not have happened. Let me set it up. Again, Akira's family provided all the structure and everything you need for a family. You actually got your degree on her and her family's dime. Now it's time for her to go back to school. Here's the real problem. Now that you have your degree, okay, now we expect you to do these things, and we know that you should lead this type of life. Brenay, baby, I got you. Move out. I'll pay for it. We're going to make all this money on social media and all of these things. And why you're not using your degree? You're working at a gym. And as long as you're available to her all day to record for TikTok, she's fine. Akira's family won't be fine with that. You're amazing and you can do these things. King, I want to lift you. You chose to play all day. So had he prayed and stayed in his marriage, he would have been the man God called him to be, the man he knew he could be, and the man that would make everybody proud. Why do you think people stop praying and doing what they're supposed to do just to make life easier? Because I don't think it's easier. And do you think it's easier?
I think those people, it's not that they stopped praying. They probably never prayed anyway. They didn't consult God for it. So,
okay.
You know what I mean? It's a prayer is a prayer, man. That shit is in you. Like, it's instilled in us as youngsters to be prayerful. No matter how you living, no matter what mistakes you're making, no matter what in your life, always talk to God and keep a relationship with the one above. And people get lost in that. And you went outside of you're married, first of all. People stop getting married. Let's understand what marriage is. Marriage is serious. Marriage, you take those vows under God, you are making a promise to God to do all of these things and to keep this marriage upheld. And if you're not ready for that, stop fucking getting married, man. I'm getting tired of people getting married that don't want to be married. You don't want to be married. The first option is always to keep your marriage. Once you give that commitment and once you get that lock in, you always want to stay in your marriage. Now, when you open up Pandora's box, ain't no closing that shit. So yeah, that is on him. Trifling ass decision. You stop consulting yourself and find God. If you ain't got him, go find him. And start consulting God before you make decisions.
Agreed. When it got to the point where you are calling off, you and Akira are supposed to be at work. Brenay is staying in your home and you're calling off to be with her and sleep with her. Tim, you sold your soul to the devil for money, all because she started making money. When what you could have done, here's a spin. And this is where you should be honest with your partner and tell them different things. Baby, I like it that she's doing social media. She's making a bunch of money over there. Here's what could have happened. Here's what could have happened. Here's what could have happened. Are you ready? Are you listening? This is what could have happened. Let me get my mic. What you could have done is you and Akira could have played that bitch. And you could have used every text message, every video, every attempt to be with you to do a spinoff and be the man that didn't allow Jezebel to break up your home. And y'all could have dragged her and actually been an example to the community on how to save your marriage and the way that a man properly responds. That's what you could have done. And those 3.5 million viewers that she had, you would have had them. And y'all would have made all the money, given your age and the fact that you went against some pussy and some money. Y'all would have went viral overnight, book deals and everything. That's what you could have did. See, when it's a God behind it, y'all would have been better. I don't know why these people, especially men, do not understand that you have all the power. And if you talk to your wife, she has brains and brawn, right? You have the power to tell that bitch no. She has the power to, especially in these days, let's see how we're going to flip this. If that's what you wanted to do, you could have done that and you would have had everything set up for you. In addition to, the world would have loved you. In addition to, others would have followed you and you would have been an example. This is not an example that anybody should follow. And I pray for your son and your daughter, because how dare you do this? Down to letting that new bitch call them mom and go home calling Akira Akira, what kind of man are you? That's not a man. I'm pretty sure that your kids would love to see what a man looks like. I'm pretty sure that they would. What do you say, Des?
The devil thought he had me.
Because sometimes it requires a tune and not the gospel that Brenay plays in the background.
Oh, Jesus. Listen, what you said, the devil is a liar. Yes.
And is.
Because you know what? Let me tell you something. The idea that y'all took out the time to play with that lady and that man like that.
And the Lord. And the Lord. First
and you
foremost.
danced on my daddy like that.
Spit in his face.
I mean, like for real, for real.
Repeatedly.
I actually pray for the mercy.
Can't repent because you don't call yourself a mistress. I'm sorry. It just coming to me.
Because, you know, you're going to need some mercy and some grace. And I just pray for the both of y'all to get some. Because what I do know is y'all done probably already broke up.
Because it ain't no way you found out all this stuff in court, baby. And you doing this to save face, Brenay. Because these messages that came out in court and the videos, baby, you need to be crawling under a rock. That man said he wanted his wife.
And I know he feels some type of stupid.
Because you exposed y'all.
Yeah, I know he do. And I know he's regretting his
You don't just
decision.
know he said it, allegedly. But he said it.
He regretting this.
Oh, like hell. Like hell.
Yep, he is totally regretting this.
And she is too. That's why she go to work with him, child. In the break room at the work. She at work. She at work with him, girl.
Where he work at?
The gym. Not I'm working out in the gym. I'm taking a picture in the gym. He working in the gym. Full degree and you working in the gym. But he was your social media manager. Why he not your social media manager now? He should be capitalizing right now. Ain't that what you told everybody?
The lie you told.
The lie. I can't.
All the capping.
Child, listen. Brenay, I need you to stop. And trying to go ahead and appeal the court case. I'm finna tear your ass up tomorrow. Just so you know. I might have to do that live by myself. I'm gonna ask people if they want to come because my floor is always open, especially the people that support me and show up on my panel, because I'm not even big yet, but they show up and support me. You all could come, but I'm telling you now, I'm finna tear her ass up with these damn documents that I got and my opinion. Yes, court of public opinion mixed with I'll never hire you. If you are looking to hire me for an HR position, just know that I would never discriminate against anyone.
I'm so weak. I'm so weak.
Disclosure.
Amen. And amen again.
Why would we want untruthful people in our organization? Do you know what type of battles I would have if she worked under me in HR? She is a walking non-testimony. She is a walking lawsuit. Absolutely not. I don't agree with SWAT teams breaking down my door or being subpoenaed all the time for records. I don't have time for that. Okay? I do my job so that shit don't come to me. I hire good people so it don't come to me. I don't have time for it. No. But I would never discriminate against anyone based on their erotic, Jezebel, slutback whore behavior.
Warning.
I wonder if people think about that. The positions that I've held and the resumes that I've seen, I wonder if people think about that with the things that they're doing right now. I hold very high positions. And I also have people that hold very high positions, which means I could have the ability to block certain things.
Fuck with me if you want to.
I try to tell the people, do your research. That's all I tell them, do your research. So let's see. Here's the thing. I love this punchline. You cannot build a home with a man who's building a fantasy family with somebody else.
My
Akira was
Lord.
doomed from the point that she offered him all of the hoes. I will play this last video and then we will get the commentary from the guests and then we will go. And I will be doing a bonus show tomorrow. It is already set up. But let's see. The bathroom, so you can have whatever you like. T.I. will never, ever be the same to me again. Let's see. Here we go.
I thought I was on that phone. I thought she was on the toilet. I said, Lord, she in the bathroom on the toilet. I thought she was in the bathroom on the toilet. And all of a sudden you hear her say, she was like, is it the laugh like this? She said, I can't wait to be Mrs. Montague. I can't wait to have 4 or 5 of your children. And then, hold on. Hello. So she was talking. Wait a minute. So she was talking. She was like this. You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. I give you the moon, the world, the stars, Jupiter. And Jupiter. And she was like, and you know what she says? I like it when you be hitting from the front, the back, and the side. And ooh, that it's so thick. And then she was moaning and stuff. I was just like, what? I was talking about she was just like, it's so she was like, what else she said? She was like, oh, and you make my PUS throb. And when you're a hoe touching my thighs. Oh, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy that we're doing this again. Again? Bro, you can clearly see she intoxicated in the video. That's all he was saying. She intoxicated in the video, and she was real sorry. Robin say, talk about something she was talking. Well, we did date before, and she said, and what tense is she speaking in? He looked at Robin like this. I said, got him, cause baby. He said present, exactly, because she say, and then you say, you could, I mean, y'all, Robin didn't spell the language, because when I said, she said the P-U-S-S-Y, she kept saying it. She kept saying it, y'all. She kept saying it.
So shout out to Black Goddess because you are giving us amazing content. Thank you for traveling down there and being in court. I have sent you money for dinner because I feel like we should always shout out who is on the ground and who we are getting our things from. And we owe you money, child, because you spent your money, your time, and you've been in this since the beginning. Small snippet. So, brother, I want to know, do you believe that a man can be seduced out of doing the right thing, especially when that temptation is very close and they don't move away from it?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait. Second question, because you know my real life. Okay. Second question. Am I a hypocrite, or is there somebody in my life? Several people's in my life, and I have had opportunities and I have said no because of my morals and values and what I choose to do. But the temptation is amazing.
Yeah, so let me answer that first. Yes, I can verify that. Yes.
Okay.
Temptation's coming from all angles, what places, and
thank you.
Temptation has been resisted very easily every time. Now,
That part.
You know, it is flattering. It's nice to know that you still, you know what I'm saying, like people still hold you to a certain regard, but temptation was resisted. Yes.
Thank you.
To answer, you're welcome. The first one. Yes, a man can. I mean, temptation is the fall of man. That's the fall of earth. That's
right.
How everything started, because we were tempted. So
right.
And of course, temptation that's right up in our face. Yes, we can be seduced by that, and 9 out of 10 of us are going to fall for that shit. So it's all about, don't put yourself in that position. It's certain positions you don't want to put yourself in as a man, because you will be seduced and you will fall for that. That's just the nature, and that's just how it always. So to answer your question, absolutely, we can be seduced by temptation. That's right there. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Des, how you say?
Of course.
That video is my favorite when she explaining how Brenay was sitting in that video.
Girl, she
But
had me
imagine
weak.
that being the bitch that is in your house, sending the video from your house and saying that she's not a mistress. She's all this whole 18 months. I am not a mistress. I am not a mistress. If he's married, you're a mistress off top, homie. But then you also, I didn't seduce him. I didn't do this. Tim wanted to be here. He's happy over here.
Timothy, temptation, all the same to me. You're weak, Tim. You're just weak, and it's sad. But what's really sad, it's not that I'm judging you for being weak, right? Because we're human, and we all fall short somewhere.
Right.
So I'm not coming for you like that. But where I am coming for you is, bruh, you have no balls, because the initial thought process of you was not to leave your wife, was not to disrupt your home, was not to go playing back on old news. And you still took your monkey ass and let that girl come into your home and wear it down in a matter of 90 days. If you ain't the epitome of what I like, for real, grow up, little boy. You stuck in your childhood and you doing grown man shit. So I'm gonna need you to grow up swiftly before you really truly pay for these ultimate mistakes that you're making in a way that you cannot handle. And I would hate that for you, because, you know, respectfully, I ain't gonna even say that. I'm gonna let that ride. You know what? Watch yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch yourself, player. Watch yourself with yourself, because what you doing is fucking with yourself. And I
Self-destruction.
mean, this is some self-traumatizing shit you doing, player. Like, boy, I'm over here talking about like I'm Mr. Clark. I'm Mr. Clark, and Mr. Clark said, "Don't waste your time. Just jump."
I cannot.
Don't do it so slow, sir. You're doing it too slow. You gonna make this a horrible death. What is wrong with you? Slow down. Slow down, player.
Warning comes before destruction. It was so many people that would enter the chat and say certain things like this, and this was Brenay's response.
Free Tim. Oh my gosh. Trust me. He's free now. He's free. His man.
Well, if you don't get that gospel music off your shenanigans, I swear.
Come on.
Don't insult my God like that.
So disrespectful. Like,
it is so disrespectful.
Don't insult my God like that.
So
disrespectful. Wrong with her?
Akira and Devon had to watch all this shit over all of this time. And knowing what they knew behind the scenes, I cannot. Plus what we already saw. But warning comes before destruction, and she literally takes no accountability. You can skip over those comments. She chose to respond to those things. She chose to show up making a mockery of God, playing gospel and stuff, knowing you're sitting in your mistress spirit. I'm not saying don't pray for you to be better or pray for those things, but that's not praying for it to get better or representing Christian. That's mockery. That's blasphemy. Like, we can't say enough times nobody is perfect, but that's not what it looks like when you're intentionally doing something. That is intentional. And it
very intentional.
Very, very intentional.
Mm. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock live. Like, comment, subscribe, share on the way out. I'm going to have my brother close us out, and you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. I really don't post to IG anymore, more so TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook for me. And then the famous homie is on all of the social media platforms.
All of them.
All of them. And so is Delicious Designs as well. So, brother, go ahead and close us out with what you have to say. And we'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m.
What a hell of a show, first of all. We got through a lot of topics with a lot of burnt out people. I need y'all people to stop being so burnt out. Look at the man in the mirror and start criticizing that man in the mirror. And also get a damn relationship with God. Please, people. Let's stop this fuckery. All right. Thank y'all for joining the show with all of us tonight. Follow us on all the social media. Subscribe.
Uh-oh, he cut out. He cut out. So that is it from us tonight. Have an amazing evening. If you are in SoCal, stay safe in this rain because people cannot drive in the rain. So stay safe, and also make sure that you take care of yourself with the vitamin and vitamins as well because people are getting sick. Be safe. Good night.
Good night.